Who's making the coffee? Fresh Pots!
You know, it heard you, right?
What's that?
It heard you
Yes.
yelling that stuff.
Yes, I was saving you from.
You said, who's
I'm
making...
making the coffee.
Yeah.
I was saving you from.
Why?
I was saving you from having to hit the button. I had to adjust my camera again.
I like
because,
how you're just doing all this stuff on the fly.
Well,
you're just like, hey.
I actually went up there right as the show was starting to wipe off the camera just to make
Yeah.
sure, nice and clean. And then I obviously adjusted it wrong. That's all. So the people on the podcast had no clue what was happening. So thanks for calling me out on that.
All the people on the podcast. Welcome to Hey, We're Talking. It's Thursday, and it's just me and Bob. Because technically Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Scott, Bob, Derek.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday,
dynamic
Thursday's
duo.
like a free-for-all. Do whatever I want.
Right.
Because you
Yeah,
said,
and
you said, you're just like, go ahead, do whatever you want. I'm like, all
yeah,
right.
because you can only have Mark and Danny on so much, so you have to reach out to somebody else, which is
I don't know.
me.
It might be, you never know.
He's just got this.
Danny and Mark might be on a lot. You don't know yet.
Scott's got this Aussie connection down there
I
in
do.
Australia that he just taps into it all the time. That's all.
Well, they're cool people, man. You like them.
Oh, I think they're awesome. They're fun people.
You should be
Very
on
fun.
sometimes when one of them's on. Why not?
Well, because usually it happens like, I don't know, when does it happen?
Usually it's like 7 o'clock my time and 11 a.m. their time. Although, the thing is, Danny's...
So 7 p.m.?
Yeah, my
your
time.
time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny's like an hour behind Mark, though. So Mark is 11 a.m. and then Danny is 10 a.m. So it changes. But I've done stuff with them before, like when Danny will do a live stream or whatever late at night. It's like 5 or 6 in the morning here.
Yeah,
I've woke up for one of those.
Well, yeah. Well, I woke up to go to work, and I grabbed my phone because that's also my alarm clock, and
Yeah.
it says, Danny Black, live stream. And I'm like, oh, this early in the morning?
And
And, then
you're
I'm
like,
like, oh, yeah, he's in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. He
And
is.
so as I'm taking my morning urination and watching Danny Black live stream.
How long into the morning before you have to do your number 2 is my question.
It all depends, man. Some days it's like not until 9 o'clock in the morning. So some days it's like 3 hours.
What?
Yeah, like after a cup of coffee and
Yeah,
get to work.
That's the thing I was going to say. I feel like somehow my timer has changed. Because here's the other thing that happens to me. Sorry, again, here we are on Hey, We're Talking about duty. But Poop talk. Here's what's happened to me is I'll get up, and part of the thing is I don't like to take a shower until I have the number 2. So it used to be...
You don't want to go and then you shower
Right.
and then, oh, man.
It's
I'm
like, dude,
dirty
I
and
just
everything else.
showered.
Right,
Or
right.
what can happen too is like you're in the shower and you're like midway through the whole wash, and all of a sudden it's just like, I gotta go. And you're like, I'm all wet.
And you told me last time you just said heck with it and went right there in the shower and you had to mush it down into the hole and the plumbing. And
this got
and then
terrible
all of that
really
happened,
quick.
and then Scott decided he had to move.
That's true.
So he moved from South Carolina.
I've never done a real whole dump in the shower ever. I've only been sick in the shower once.
Not a whole one.
I've never done a dump in the shower. I've had a sick in the shower.
Okay.
This is terrible. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know, but sometimes when you're in the shower and you have to get out and go to the bathroom, it's cold. Oh, speaking of that, so did you hear about the radio station in Cleveland?
Nice transition. No, I haven't. What's going on in Cleveland?
So Cleveland Star 102.
Okay.
It's a radio station.
You giving a
as
little
with-
pub, huh?
Yeah, well, as with a lot of radio stations this time of year, they decide to do the Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just play Christmas music from here until the end of the year.
Well, I mean, it is December, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm totally cool with it. But they decided this year that playing the song "Baby It's Cold Outside" is no longer appropriate.
Why? Tell me it's not for some
that's
stupid political correctness reason. Is it? It is.
I don't know.
It is.
I'm
You're just literally reading it as you're trying to tell us the story.
yeah. So,
Oh my gosh.
hey, manipulative connotations.
Yeah, see, people say that it's creepy because the guy is saying like he's watching her and
I ought to
And he-
say no, no, no.
Yeah.
Mind if I move in closer? At least I'm gonna say that I'm tired. What's the sense of hurting my pride? I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside.
yeah,
So,
he's
yes.
forcing himself on her is basically what they're saying. Like he's trying to rape her or something. It's like, dude, you know what? Back when they did this song, that is not how people thought. I know that people got raped back then too, okay? But what I'm saying is it's much more innocent than it comes off.
So a woman named Amy Holyfield, you could find her on Twitter at Amy HOLLYFIELD.
I'd say
She said it-
Hollyfield.
Okay.
Two L's.
Holyfield, that's fine. That's fine. So she said, in support of women who have come forward with me, 2 stories. That's how she says it. 2 stories. Can we all agree Baby It's Cold Outside has no place on the holiday playlists?
This sounds really similar to the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the clay or stop animation thing that they play
Right.
every year. Have you heard about this?
No.
People took to Twitter the other night saying how terrible Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is because of the way they picked on him, the way Santa treated him, and all
Wow.
sorts of stuff. And I'm just like, is this really where we are? Is this really where we are? Baby, It's Cold Outside and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer are now somehow trigger. It's a trigger.
Yeah, so somebody named @ComedyGeorge said, listening to Baby It's Cold Outside in this era of Me Too sheds a whole new light on the song. Just let her go home, man.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yes.
I mean,
So-
seriously, I get it. I'm not saying that people haven't had bad experiences, but
No,
does
totally
every
understand
single
that.
thing that happens in the world have to somehow make somebody get freaked out about something? Seriously?
Well, that's yeah, people do.
I mean,
freak
how
out.
do you feel about it, Bob? Don't just sit there and play the middle. How do you feel about that?
I think it's stupid.
It is.
So do your dogs.
My dogs think it's stupid too. Somebody's home. I can't help it. Somebody came to the door.
Maybe it's a pizza guy.
No, it's not.
Jimmy John's. Oh, maybe it's Jimmy John's and your house is on fire.
No Jimmy John's.
And you ordered it, and he's going to dump a bucket of water on there.
Yeah.
And then he's going to call the other Jimmy John's guy, and they're all going to put the fire out.
Is Jimmy John's isn't that the sandwich place?
Yeah, Sub So Fast You'll Freak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
You have a
don't.
you've got to have a Jimmy John's in your area.
I mean, we might. I don't know.
Oh, I
There's this
guarantee it.
perception because of where I live that there's nothing that we can get because I live over a bridge.
Yeah,
And
well,
so
maybe-
people are always like, "Oh, I don't know if they'll give you that there." And I'm like, "It's like the bridge is literally like 2 foot, not even a football field long, maybe. I guess I don't know."
Yeah, but the thing is there like a toll or something?
On one of the bridges, there's a free bridge and there's a toll bridge, but I always go on the free bridge because the toll bridge doesn't lead to where I want to go usually.
Yeah, I mean you've got. I'm just looking it up right
We're
now.
in international waters. We have to be careful. I'm so close to Canada.
Yes, you are right by Canada.
I already said this, but my phone flips over to Canada sometimes, and it says
Ooh.
"Welcome to Canada," and I'm like, "No."
I wonder if you'll get like roaming charges or something.
Yeah,
on
that's
the phone.
why I'm like, "No," because if you do stuff, yeah, you get roaming charges. So
Yeah, you don't really have a Jimmy John's close to you. They're
there's
all
not one.
downtown.
There's not one down like off of West.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Okay. There's a lot
I
of
don't know.
stuff over there, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was. There's a Jersey Mike's over there. I've never had that.
I've never had that either.
Okay. Why are we talking about this? Anyway,
Oh yeah,
you tried to
actually
change.
do-
You
actually
tried to
do have
change
one.
this topic. Okay, so baby, it's cold outside. Are you offended by that?
By the song, no, I'm not offended by
Okay,
it.
good.
I think some people are just overreacting. That's
I
all.
think that's
mean,
really the problem. Is there's too few people that are willing to go, why? What is this? Why are we getting upset about this? And there's too many people that are just too sensitive. Like I feel like there's something that we learned. Now, listen, maybe our generation went too far one direction, but I think there's something that we learned. Like, it's that whole like sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me kind of thing. I know that's not exactly the same, but what I'm
Right.
saying is words shouldn't have that much power over you. I know that they can. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, I've got my demons. I've got things that I deal with too. Everybody does. But at some point you just have to be like, not everything is about me. Baby, It's Cold Outside was not written to make you sad.
No, not at all.
It was meant to be playful and
Right.
like,
And
I
back-
think the guy's just hoping that he was going to get a smooch, don't you think?
it was written back in 1944.
Seriously.
Times were way different. I mean,
Yeah.
times were different. I was born in 79. I'm an 80s kid growing up.
Yeah.
Times are way different from, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. In 1944, man, this was a totally different world.
Right.
And there was no innuendo. There was no nothing. It wasn't
There
a man.
was. There was still.
There was, but it's not like it was really a serious a serious hey, stay here, let me touch you, or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be.
Right.
So
It's reminding me of in the cartoons. I think these were on like, I don't know if it was Bugs Bunny, but there was like there was a wolf that would show up like dressed up and stuff, and he would be like, like he was. It probably wasn't Bugs Bunny, but there was this character in one of the cartoons that we used to watch who had this look like he was like a dirty wolf, like he was trying to get some.
okay,
And I thought that even when I was a kid. So, listen, they're definitely disgusting people throughout. The Romans, who were the grossest people ever, the stuff that they did. Okay, so what I'm saying is there's dirty people throughout every generation, but typically those old songs like that in the 40s and 50s, man, it was playful. Yeah, he was trying he was trying to get kisses, I'm sure.
yeah, it was a lot different than people take it now. But
He probably would have
Yeah.
taken whatever he could have gotten, but I think he was just trying to get the smooches.
probably, yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. You get a couple of kisses, and then, you get lucky maybe.
And then I got 2 kids.
Right.
It's just things happen.
So, yeah. So did you think we were going
Well-
to end up doing this through this whole show talking about this? But keep going. You're going
No,
to say
no,
something.
not at all. So yeah, there was another story in the news.
Let's hear
it's
it.
kind of like the same thing, and this one's actually a sad one. So
Oh, no.
a black student
Uh-huh.
was going to a Christian school,
Right.
and they actually suspended him for his hairstyle.
What?
He had the dreadlocks,
Okay.
not like the full like African dreadlocks. He just had the dreadlocks
Right.
coming off of the top of his head, and they actually suspended him from school.
Listen, I would have gotten in I went to a Christian school, and I got in trouble. I got demerits for my hair. Like if it was too long, or if it was going over my ears, or if it went over my
Really?
collar. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
so-
understandable. So if they told him that he had to change his hairstyle and he didn't do it, I can understand why they suspended him.
Yeah, I just that's just a tough one. And I read up on the story, and they didn't have full details, so I don't know if there was a school policy in place and stuff like that before that. But to me, that was just kind of a weird thing. Like, really? I
Yeah.
mean,
You don't know what it's
it's-
like at Christian school, man.
no. I
You
just thought about it. I'm like, really? It's just the kid's hair.
Right.
It's not like it's not offensive. Some kids look great with the hair like that.
It's not about
mean-
being offensive. It's about he's breaking the rules.
Yeah, but sometimes the rules are stupid also.
Yeah, I used to tell the teachers how stupid I thought the rules are, and then every semester I would be one demerit away from getting kicked out of school. So you either
Yeah.
have to follow the rules or you get booted. I mean, I know people want to make it into a racial issue, but the truth is, if he was a white kid with dreadlocks, he'd be in trouble as well. Man, we're hitting some good topics
Could
here.
be.
Okay,
Yeah,
bring the
could
next
be.
one
I
on.
don't-
What's next?
These are the kind of topics Scott likes. I got nothing on anything else. Well, let
Nothing?
me just throw this out there. Did you see that we had actually landed a rover, another one on Mars. That was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I saw pictures that people put up that were funny of the
Well,
rover.
funny.
Yeah, like the Warner Brothers Bugs Bunny character that always would go to Mars. What's that little alien? Remember that guy? He had a
Yeah, I
little
don't know his
helmet.
name, though.
I don't remember his name either. They showed him doing that, and then I saw another article that had like this thing, this some kind of alien life form attached to the rover, and everybody was
Okay.
like, "Oh, it's just trying to give it a hug," and it had like, and I'm just like, "Oh boy."
No, I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty cool. If you watched the NASA video as the rover was actually coming down, and they were worried that it was going to break up going through the atmosphere and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Just to see the whole celebration of everybody when it actually did land, and then they finally got a few pictures. The first picture was just, I mean, you could barely see it. It was all dusty and whatever. And then they have a remote camera that came off the backside of the rover that actually took a picture of part of the rover and the landscape of Mars. And I just thought that was pretty cool.
It is. I don't think I'm going to live long enough to see it, but I definitely believe by the time, I would say, don't you think within 50 years somebody's going to live on Mars?
No, I don't.
You
I
really
think
don't?
No, I think that. I mean, it took like what 6 or 9 months just to get this capsule there or this rover there. I think it's just a atmosphere that is not sustainable.
It's
I
the
just think
closest. It's the closest to Earth that there is, and what they're going to end up doing. Seriously, although Elon Musk now, NASA is kind of like, do we want this dope smoker helping us get to Mars? I think people like Elon Musk, they're going to make it happen, man. What they're going to end up doing is you're going to have to live inside of like a sphere. You can't live in
Right.
you can't breathe the atmosphere. So, from what I understand, I don't know enough about it, but
Yeah, there is no, like, we luckily have like an ozone layer and a circular or flat, depending on what you believe.
right.
We have like a big bubble around, a flat bubble or a round bubble around us
Yeah.
that keeps us safe, allows oxygen to stay in.
Right.
Mars doesn't have that. So, and I just think it's way too unpredictable to actually put like a space station on and live on. That's I don't know. I don't
man.
know if I don't know
think
if I'll
it's
see
gonna
it in my
happen.
lifetime.
No, that's
Not in
what
our
I'm
lifetime.
saying. I don't know if it's going to happen in our lifetime. What they're going to have to do though, they're going to have to actually land on there with some people first, and then
You know
be
what
able
they-
to fly back.
You know what they should do?
What?
Is they should set it up on the moon first.
That is true.
Why
The
wouldn't
problem
you
is
use
the
the
moon-
moon as
I don't
as
know.
a test ground?
I don't know. That's a great
Because we-
question. Is
we
it because
know
it's
that
so
the-
little?
But I mean, it's not, it's little, but it's not little.
Right. They could totally put something on there. You're right. The problem is, I think on Mars and stuff, isn't there? The moon doesn't have like water and stuff like that. I think the Mars there is water, not
think.
lakes and stuff. Not like
Yes.
not like
They d-
here.
They don't really know if it's got water. They think they've seen moisture, but they don't know.
Yeah.
So, and they don't know if there's life there. They don't know a lot of things. So to me, it's like, why wouldn't you just build something on the moon, use that as your testing place, and then ultimately, if you want to shift over to Mars?
This
Kinda
is
weird.
this is a good topic. We should have done a whole entire show about this. But we have to
Well-
study. We have to learn.
Yes, I've
'Cause
got a
you
lot
can't
to
just,
learn
like-
if I want to.
We can't just be like, oh yeah, let's go to the moon, because somebody's
Yeah,
going to
this-
be like, you can't go to the moon.
Yeah, this ain't winging it Thursday. The moon's made out of cheese. Yeah.
But you're right. They should actually set up something on the moon.
I
Someone's
think
going
that'd
to
be
tell
smart.
us why they can't. They're going to be like, you idiots.
Hey, don't forget about our sponsors, Pneuma Coffee, PNEUMA, coffee.com. Go there, type in the coupon code HWT at checkout to get 20% off. And Hector Weave Pipes, HWIEBE.com. Put in the coupon code HWT to get 15% off a radiator pipe or Redeemer or whatever else you
Yeah.
put on the website. Don't forget about that.
All that stuff. I haven't been advertising on Tuesday and Thursday. They always get Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Well, they got an extra day.
They got
Thanks
a
to me.
bonus. So go buy some stuff from them so that we can say, hey, we gave you a bonus. All right, thanks for listening to the show. You guys know what to do. Go to YouTube and Facebook to see the show and get your podcast app out there. Get the Hey We're Talking, subscribe to it on your podcast so it just goes right into your inbox every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then also Tuesday, Thursday. Bob doesn't think I'll keep doing it, but I'm going to. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We'll see.
All right,
You gotta
guys.
have me as a guest. Come
Yeah.
on.
You're part of the show. All right, we'll talk to you guys on Friday.
I'm making the coffee!